Hey guys, my name's Justy, and this is my guitar lesson for The Animals, House of the Rising Sun, from GuitarMadeEZ.com. Before we begin, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to this channel and also like my video. Leave me a comment, say what's up. I'd love to hear from you. And I think we're ready to begin. So the best way to learn this song is to go through the chord progressions first and then learn how to pick each chord. So we get the intro first. That's the very first chord progression we have. I also have a tab for this song in case anything doesn't make sense. Go down, go to my Patreon. There's a link below. You can download the tab on my Patreon. Now the first chord progression we have in this song is used in the intro, and that's A minor, C, D, F, A minor, E, A minor, and how we pluck that, let's use our A minor chord, for example. What we're going to do is we're going to pluck the bass note in the string. This goes for every chord in the song. You pluck the lowest note in the chord, and then you strum through the D, the G, and the B string, then pluck the open E, and then the B and the G string. Very slow, it sounds like this. Now I'm going to speed up. You can see where I'm going with that. Now the next chord, the C chord, is going to be the exact same strumming pattern. Pluck the A string, strum through the D, G, and B, and then pluck the E, B, and G. Just like that. Now when we get to the D, it's a little bit different. The D, you're going to pluck the open D string and then strum through in the tab. I think I show strumming all the way through the E. I like to just strum through the D, the G, and the B string, and then pluck the E, B, and G. So I go. I think in the tab, I wrote it out like this. So, a little bit of a discrepancy there, but it's pretty much the same thing. I just like to play it a little bit differently. Same strumming pattern for that F. D string. So pluck the D string, strum through the D, the G, and the B, and then pluck the E, B, and the G. Back to our A minor, which you already know. And then we have our E. This is where it changes up a little bit. Pluck the open E string. And then A, D, B, G, B, and then pluck the E, B, G. So it's kind of a slow strum right there. And those are all the chords in the song. Now you know how to pluck each one. And every time you come to an E chord, that's exactly how I want you to pluck it. Every time you come to an A minor chord, that's exactly how I want you to pluck it. Every time you come to a D major chord, that's exactly how I want you to pluck it. The same way every time. Pretty easy, huh? Just program that into your brain. The second chord progression you got to know is this. It goes A minor, C, D, F, A minor, C, E, and that's it. When you throw the plucking pattern on that chord progression, it sounds like this. Now this next chord progression we have will sound really familiar because we have the first chord progression inside of it, if that makes sense. How it goes is like this: A minor, C, D, F, A minor, E, A minor, C, D, F, A minor, E, A minor, E. Could you see it? Could you hear it? We had A minor, C, D, F, A minor, E, and then we go back to that first chord progression. A minor, C, D, F, A minor, E, A minor, E. The whole thing, if you pluck that out, sounds like this. And the last chord progression I'm going to show you is how the song ends. And all it does is it ends on A minor, D minor, A minor, D minor, A minor, D minor. This is a bunch of times. You'll have to play along with the song in order to see how many times. And then you end on an A minor. So it's just switching, you just switch between A minor and D minor. And that's it. The song ends on A minor. Now the strumming. The strumming pattern for the entire song, I think when the strumming first kicks in, I know when the strumming first kicks in, it's when that organ solo comes into play around the third verse, I believe it is. So it's the same chord progression. However, instead of plucking it out, you're going to strum it out. And the strumming pattern you want to use is down, 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 down. So down, 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 down. You get the idea. You can also mix in down strums and just go. So I'm just going down, 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 down. So down, 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 down. The lead guitarist sticks to, if you want to be just like the original recording, the lead guitarist sticks to a down, 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 down. And then he does down strums as well. The best way to learn the song is to play along with the original recording. I just showed you all the parts. You know it. You know the entire thing. Now all you have to do is just piece them where they go in the song. I hope that helps. You guys, I love you. Thank you for watching my videos. Keep the requests coming. Keep the comments coming. Please like, subscribe. I know I asked you before, but please, please, please like this video. Subscribe to my channel. And I will see you on the next guitar lesson. Thanks. And keep rocking.